Hello! You guys all know who I am by now. Well, if you don't, hello and welcome. So, today I have a box that I spent $4 on at Hobby Lobby. Because where else does one shop? Nowhere, just Hobby Lobby. So, yep, there's my box. It opens. You can put stuff inside. There's a knot in the wood, but you know what? That's fine because I'm not going to be hitting anything with it. Probably. No, I'm going to be painting it. Which might lead to some cuss words. But you can't spell paint without pain. So there's that, which is just me saying that I'm very, very bad with paint, and I keep doing this to myself. Why? I don't know. I guess I hate myself. But yeah, moving on. So I didn't put gesso on it because it's wood. I'm like, it'll probably soak up some paint, but I'm just going to slap a layer of white paint on, and that'll be a good enough base coat. And Dum Me did not sand any of it. Not that it really needed much, but there was definitely some areas that I think could have benefited from a little bit of sanding. So, note to myself and to people, if you have a wood thing, you might want to just give it a quick sand just to make sure all the edges are smooth and there's no rough spots and things are a little more even. But, you know, it's also not the biggest deal if you don't. I mean, none of the texture really came through. Anyway, it was just, it would have helped the painting process just a little bit because I think it would have gone on a little smoother. But it's fine. It's over and done with now, and maybe I'll remember for next time because I learned so well. I don't really. But so the idea of this kind of switched, and I really like that color. I don't know why. I just like it. Anyway, the original idea of this, I was going to do kind of more of like a cloudy sky thing because that went so well the first time. You know, the one I complained about the whole time. Yeah. But I was going to do like the base blend of the sky and then have like the clouds swirling around it because that stuff looks really cool to me, even though I can't do it myself. I don't know, it never looks natural. Like, I know clouds aren't necessarily uniform to one exact shape, but, well, nothing in nature really is because it can look all kinds of different ways. But it's like whenever I try and do that, it never looks right and it never looks natural, and I don't really know how to fix that at this point. Not that I do a lot of super detailed backgrounds, I guess, but, you know, it would be kind of nice when I do. So I guess that's something I'll have to figure out and learn someday. Today was not that day, apparently. But yeah, I'm just throwing on a base color for everything, and I'm bringing the color around the edges. I changed that later. And I wanted to add some blue in, but I definitely wanted the purples because, well, purple. Who wouldn't want purple? And yeah, so there's my base color. It looks beautiful. I could have just finished it there. Not really. I'm way too obsessive for that. So here I am, trying to figure out how to blend, and yeah, I'm just kind of going back and forth with the colors, and it's really hard because, you know, they want to just mix when they're wet, but they also can't blend if they're dry, and I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, maybe I'm trying to overblend. I'm not quite sure where my technique has gone wrong. This is probably the best technique I've got for this particular project right now, so it's what I'm working with. And the end result, the blend definitely could have been a bit better yet, but at the same time, it's decent. Like, I'm not going to say it's perfect. The purple and the blue or deeper purple, because I think I switched that and used an even deeper bluish purple. Yeah, like that could have been better, and the kind of mid-tone purple into the lighter purple, that blend could have been better. And that does bug me a little bit. But I guess at the time I decided it was good, and then I continued past that, and now that I look back, I'm like, that could have been better. Maybe I was just tired of the mess by this point. I'm not quite sure. But I liked it at the time anyway. Yeah, for whatever reason, there was little dusties that kept going inside of this box. So I shook it out a couple of times, and I don't know. For whatever reason, I felt a need to show off my Master's Touch silver acrylic paint here. And then I felt a further need to grab my box that I took it from. I spent $5 on it. Well, $5, probably 40% off, because, Hobby Lobby has a lot of sales. And I'm always shopping the sales and the clearance there. I mean, like I said, I got the Copic markers like $6 off the original price because they clearanced them out. And I obsessively bought a lot, and that was the first time I really super splurged on art supplies, and it was fun. Not that I can do that, all the time, but for something like Copics, I very much felt it was worth it. All right. So yeah, here's my stars. I guess the shine doesn't show up super bright or super shiny on camera. I mean, that's okay. I know my lighting probably needs work. And I've said it before, so does my thumbnails, and that is a project I honestly have not gotten back to. I'm very much a scatterbrained person, so when I get an idea that I'm excited about, I tend to jump to that one, and I try and go back and finish old projects. But I feel like any artist out there will understand that sometimes you just have a lot of really old projects that you never go back to. But I do know and realize that I need an actual somewhat of a thumbnail. So that is one project I need to go back to. And I do, for the most part, like the sketch. Like, there's some things that probably could have been better, sure. That's just the nature of art, is that you always see something that could have been better with your art. And I don't know, I think that's normal. Yep, there's me aiming the paint tube at the camera again, because I didn't learn last time. See, I don't learn. It's proof. There's living proof right here that I do not learn. But yeah, I apparently felt the need to show this. And my struggle. Yep, aiming it at the camera again. I could not figure out how to get the paint out of these tubes. I bought them at a thrift store. I know nothing about this brand. I've never seen these tubes or heard of this brand before. But I think it was half off, so I think I spent $2 on this, along with two fluid ounce bottles of white paint and candle painting medium. So I have a small bottle of that now, and I don't know what to do with that. It's probably just going to hang around for a while until I decide to get rid of it. I'm a hoarder. I mean, I fully admit that. I fully realize that. I am definitely a hoarder. But I'd say in the last at least 2 years, maybe 3, I've actually gotten rid of quite a bit of stuff. And I've been reorganizing my art area as well. And honestly, I feel like that has helped the creative flow and process a lot. Just having the space to work and remembering where most of my stuff is. I'll put stuff in the 3-tier drawers, and then I'll put some masking tape and I'll label them. Although I kind of want to have stickers for that, and that's another project that I'm working on. I've got one done or almost done. I just have to decide, if I want to upload to Redbubble or look at some other sites, or how I want to go about that process in particular. So we'll see. And when I get that figured out, I will let you guys know, because I'm definitely going to order some of my own stickers because I think it's a fun idea and I want to do it. And speaking of self-advertising, I'm going to try and remember to put the Discord link down below for anyone who wants to join the Discord. Just trying to make a fun space for people to come together, share art, talk about general stuff. Just happy, chill, fun, get away from all the crap in our day-to-day lives for a bit. Because Lord only knows, I think we all kind of need a break sometimes. Yeah, I definitely do. This past couple of days have been stressful in different ways. I won't go into detail, but yeah, it's been a couple of days. But I did get my box done, and, maybe that's all that matters right now. And, of course, my glitter paint, because I am obsessed with glitter paint. It's super pretty, and I just love adding that splash of shiny something to my projects. So I kind of have, again, my own hoard of glitter paint. And maybe one of these days I will do a small art area tour. I can't really call it a room, because my main work area is in a hallway. I guess if you want to call it a hallway. But then my sewing stuff is in a room, and it's kind of my sewing / art storage, which I was kind of thinking about that last night, about rearranging that and moving things around again, but then I also don't really have the room for it, because my bedroom also has a little bit of art storage, and it's also my room, so, my dresser's in there with my clothes and stuff like that, and neither of these are really big rooms, and this hallway is not very big, and yeah, I probably have more stuff than what I can reasonably hold, but I keep buying more stuff anyway because, oh, that looks fun, I could paint on that. And then when I go to paint on something, I look through all my stuff and I'm like, I have nothing to paint on. Does anyone else have that problem, or is it just me? I also have the problem where I finish a project and then it's like my brain has to reset to figure out what my next project is going to be, even though I have like a dozen ideas in mind. I don't know, is that anyone else's problem? Well, let me know down below in the comments with a like and a subscribe, or whatever you feel the need to do. And there's my finished box. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye!